Hi everyone, so it's Miranda. Today I am going to be doing an embarrassing video. I'd say it's how I used to do my makeup. So I started wearing makeup when I was 13 in grade 7 and it was so horrible. It's when I first found out you can start wearing makeup. That was the first age that my mom actually let me wear eyeliner and mascara, and I did not apply it great at all. So I'm going to be going through all of my high school makeups and you can see how bad I used to do my makeup. It's pretty embarrassing, but yeah, I'm going to be going through the ages and you can see how I used to go out in public all the time. I look back at photos and I'm just like, why did I think that was okay? So keep watching and I will show you all the things I used to do. Okay, I still have a mustache on my face from Corey. I started wearing makeup when I was 13 and I was in grade 7, and I always seen my mom using black or dark brown eye pencils to go under her waterline. So when my mom allowed me to start wearing makeup, that is what I started with. I don't have the adjustable pencil that she used to have, but I'll insert it here. I'll be inserting all of the products that I used to have and the ones that I'm talking about, but I don't use any of those products anymore, just from preference. But, okay, I have a black eyeliner pencil here, and this is what I used to do when I was just turning 13, so. And when I did this, I didn't know that you're supposed to smudge it. I think my mom started noticing me put my eyeliner on completely wrong, and then she was like, Miranda, you need to smudge out the color. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. I was kind of like a tomboy in school. Okay, but yeah, this is how I used to go to school. That's it. My hair was parted down the center. I had pretty long hair in school too. So this was me. And then a couple months after that, I was still 13, and my mom told me to start smudging out the bottom. So I would smudge it out with my pinky. So that was my eye makeup in grade 7. Then I realized what mascara was. All the girls in my class wore mascara and I didn't know how to use it. I've never used it before. This is my mom's go-to mascara. So that is mascara I started to borrow, but I remember I brought it to school one day and I asked my best friend Trinity if she could put it on me because I've never put it on before and I didn't know how to use it. And she was just like, how do you not know how to use it? And I was like, I don't know. Can you just like put it on before class starts or something? So I applied it on the top and bottom, and for some reason I liked it if the mascara accidentally got on my bottom eyelid. I wouldn't care because it's black under there anyways. Or if I wasn't wearing an eye pencil like this, I would just take the mascara down there anyways to make it look like I was wearing eyeliner. Okay, so this is like grade 7 still. So keep in mind, I had no idea what foundation was, and when I thought I knew what foundation was, I was told it's for older women, so like teenagers and women like my mom, so I couldn't wear foundation. But I did start breaking out when I was like 13 years old too, like at the end of grade 7, beginning of grade 8. I started like breaking out on my chin and right in here, so I would put concealer on there. I actually don't have concealer, so I'm just gonna use this primer. It looks like concealer, so I would like put it up there, down here. Pretty much what I would do. When I first started wearing concealer, I didn't even know that you're supposed to wash it off after for some reason. Like with my eye makeup, I just used like water. It's just so stupid. I did still use like a dark brown pencil. My mom was telling me that my eyeliner was way too dark and I should go for like a brown one. So in grade 8, I would go underneath the lash line again. Not as thick though. And also keep in mind, I didn't know you could put makeup on your eyebrows. So I didn't get into doing that until I was about 15. and it was horrible. I'll blend this out. I pretty much just like wanted to copy my mom's signature eye makeup look. So it's kind of what I stuck with for the longest time, even though she did it way better than me, probably because she was an adult and I was only 13. And another thing I noticed in like middle school was it was the thing to wear clumpy mascara. Like you would want all this clumpness, and it just looked so horrible, and even I thought it was weird at first, but all the girls were doing it and I was like, I want to be cool too. So, and yeah, no makeup on my brows. Everyone called me an emo kid and I don't know why. Like, I mean, I wear black all the time, but my hair is a dark brown and this was the only makeup I'd wear. I wouldn't wear black eyeshadow or anything. I didn't have a scene haircut. Like, I pretty much had the same hair I have right now. I think it was just like the black hoodies and black hair maybe. People just wanted to make fun, but whatever. It's so weird trying to clump up your lashes. Yeah, it's like, make sure to get mascara on your skin as well. And you know what? If it's too much, that's okay. And then blend it out. And it's normal for your eyelashes to stick together. And after this, your waterline was popular. So let's just get right in there. I guess my eyes are really sensitive. I remember even in high school and middle school when I put black on my waterline like this, throughout the day my eyes would like just start crying, and I knew it was because of the black in my waterline, but I just didn't care because I thought I looked pretty. And it took attention away from my breakouts, or at least I thought it did. And then I would do this a lot. And then I noticed a lot of girls in school, they would always bring like compact powder, like pressed powder from CoverGirl. It was in the green little container, and I guess that was really good because it's for sensitive skin, and I was like, perfect, I have sensitive skin too. But all these girls had the same shade, the same pale, pinkish, cool tone, and my skin is not like that. Like, it does not match my skin, but I didn't understand foundation back then, and all the girls were like putting this powder on their nose and their forehead and their chin, and the whole color thing didn't really occur to me. So I just got the same color all the other girls were using, even though it didn't go with like the olive skin that I have. I don't use that anymore. I actually just threw it out a week ago. I realized I still had it in like one of my old makeup kits, and I was like, I don't need that. So I'm just gonna use translucent powder to kind of act like it. Like, it will lighten up my face quite a bit, and it'll do the same thing that pressed powder did. So I'd apply it just on my nose. And the more powdery it was, I guess that was good, even though, yeah, it's doing the same thing. So like, it was a pinkish kind of color, and I would put it on my yellowish kind of skin, and it would just make my skin look really pink and red and weird. This was my makeup back then. Here, I'll turn around. And in the nose area, even though I wasn't breaking out here, I just seen everyone do this, so I was like, I need to do that. Alright, so still at age 14, I started getting into shiny eyeshadow with black on the corners, because that was really popular. So I'm going to take this fresh color. This is in the Obsessed Pinky Rose Cosmetics palette. I would apply this with my fingers, but this is a really nice palette and I don't want to mess it up. So get that in the corner here as well, and then all over my lid and my brow bone. Still no makeup on my brows. Hard Candy was my favorite makeup. I get everything from Hard Candy. Hard Candy didn't even have ingredients on the back of their makeup. I didn't even know what I was putting on my face, but their stuff was super cool and I liked it, and I would, yeah, that's what I would use. Sometimes I'd even go under here just to give some sparkle. Still nothing on my lips, just the eyes and the powder that wasn't needed on my face. I used to use like shiny grays and stuff too, or like a very white pearl color, and I just liked the whole Marilyn Monroe kind of sleepy, sexy look with the white eyeshadow and then the black liner on the top, but I realized with my skin color and my eye shade that really doesn't work. So I would try that all the time and it just wouldn't suit me and the white wouldn't show up that well. I didn't know why. I also didn't know that eye primer was a thing. So I would just be putting it directly on my skin. I didn't know you could put concealer on your eyelids. But actually, I really like this. I haven't tried it out yet, and it's very pigmented, and I didn't put anything on my lids. So that's pretty cool. And I'm purposely doing this really shitty because I know when I first started doing it, I did not do it good. But let's get in here. And then I would like bring it into the center a little bit. Again, the crease. I thought I was blending it out, but I most likely wasn't. Make sure to triangle it into the middle there. Oh, and fallout wasn't a thing either. I didn't notice. I probably had so much fallout, so I'm just gonna leave it. And then you just gotta carry the black underneath there. It was never even, and it pretty much dragged my face down, or my eyes down. So I didn't know eye shapes were a thing either. I thought if some girls' makeup looked really good and her eye makeup was perfect, it would just look perfect on me. But I didn't know that some things work for other people and other things don't work for other people. And I would blend it out with my pinkies like this. And then I would take a black eyeliner pencil and go over the top because I didn't know liquid liner was a thing. Oh, and I didn't know this was bad either, but I would always stretch out my eye and then apply it. See, and because I was like just learning back then, it was super normal for one eye to look super bad and one to look pretty good. And I would just use my pinky to drag down anything that I messed up, even though it didn't really work that well. And then my best friends told me to make my eyes look bigger to go in the bottom waterline with the white. And why I was so confused is because they also said to put black in the waterline up here, which is already black because I put black on the inside. And I would always do it super messy where the white would even end up on my eyelashes. And I didn't know that white doesn't look good on darker skin tones or even like tan people. And I should have gone with like a pale, creamy color, but I didn't do that back then. So I used the black pencil to go on the edges a bit more and then make the triangle up. I mean, I feel like I was probably a better artist than I'm portraying right now. But I just look at some photos, I'm just like, oh, that is so bad. It probably wasn't as bad as I think in my head, but I think it's horrible. So that's, yeah. This is my makeup when I was about 14. Nothing on my eyebrows still. And after a while, I realized that the white pearly eyeshadow I was trying to use all the time didn't go with my eye color either. But going on like Google search and stuff, or like even those palettes you'd get at Walmart or Shoppers, they would tell you like, this palette is for blue eyes, this palette is for green eyes, for brown eyes. So I'd always get the brown eyed one, and it would come with these like hazel colors or green really sparkly colors, and that is what I got into. So this is the hard candy one that I would wear all the time, and I just didn't like it. Like the green just turned out, I don't know, like I didn't like it, but it said it was for my eye color, so I just kind of sucked it up and I was like, green is my color. Moving into the next look I had, and I think I was about 15, and that's when I came to realize that browns and greens are good for my eye color. And because I was breaking out and I was like seeing a dermatologist and stuff, they gave me this sunscreen. It's a tinted moisturizer, SPF, and it has zinc oxide in it. And because my face was so red, like I'd apply it and it would make my face way less red, but looking back on photos, it actually made it like a brownish, very light rosy pink in my nose and chin and forehead area. So like you can see where I applied it, but it just wasn't so apparent. Like my acne wasn't so apparent, so I loved it. As the makeup, I did not live without, so I would always put that on my face. So I'm just gonna do my typical, mix my foundation with my moisturizer, and then apply it. So I applied that on my nose, my chin, and up here. And I applied it with my fingers. Okay, and I stopped the whole powder thing. I have a lot left over, but yeah, I would just apply that like that. Sometimes I would apply it on the rest of my face, depending on how much I'm breaking out, but yeah. Really messy palette is just for me, so I will use my fingers on it. But I'm gonna go on with this color here. It's no name either. Oh, and this one up here as well. So I'll put that gold color on the inner corner of my eye. And you always have those makeup palettes that have like 3 or 4 different colors in it, and you assume that you need to use all of them for some reason. So I would use all of them with this darker color, kind of like a greenish goldy color. And then that's when I got into liquid liner. I realized that was a thing. And then I would take like a white shimmery color. I don't have one here, but I'd apply, oh shit, blend everything in. I don't think I'm gonna go into what I used to do for makeup like when I was 17, 18, because it did improve a lot. I mean, my eyebrows didn't improve, but I mean, my whole eye makeup game ended up being pretty strong. So I usually use this kind of liquid liner, but right now I have this Physicians Formula one, and I just followed the lash line as close as I could, and then eventually I started getting into thicker eyeliner, and then I would go on the bottom lash line with the brown. I didn't know what primer was, so I'd have like my makeup settle in the crease here, and then throughout the day I'd go to the bathroom in the school and I just like blend it out. But after a while I noticed this look was very in. All the girls above me, like in high school, like in grade 12 and stuff, I was in grade 9 or something, they would always go for a foundation face and a very nude lip. They would just cover their lip in foundation and then go with really thick liner. This was the time I like started getting into using BB cream. So like this one right here. And then I slowly worked into this one. Like I would apply it all the time. I'd wear it all the time. Like I'd even go to a friend's house or something, and then in the morning, like I would sleep with the BB cream on at night, and then I'd have a shower in the morning, and then I'd wash my face, wash the makeup off, and then when I got out of the shower, I would apply the BB cream on again. It was so bad. I'd always like try and do the whole straight thing. Obviously my eye shape doesn't want to do it, but that's what I would do. So then my eyeliner is way down here and it doesn't look good. And the more you mess up, the thicker your eyeliner gets. I would just like a Q-tip and touch up the wing. And I didn't know powders set your makeup, so I would just like be retouching up my lips, making them as pale as I could. Sometimes I would even put eyeliner on the bottom of my lids. And then continue it up, trying to connect the wing to the bottom. And then after a while, I realized you can actually put makeup on your eyebrows. And for me, this is what I first started doing before I started plucking them a lot more. So I would go in with a brow pencil. My mama taught me this. And then you brush it through. And a lot of the time, it comes with a brush on the bottom, which is super cool. My eyebrows were a little bit thicker back then. They don't like to grow anymore since I used to pluck my eyebrows like crazy, like this. I don't know why I thought to do that. Well, actually, okay, my brows, they kind of grow in here, and they're kind of just like straight. And I've always wanted that like arch that people tended to have, and I didn't really have it, and I don't have much hair to work with here. Like these are my brows naturally right here. But I just wanted that little arch, and the more I try to achieve that arch, the thinner the tail would end up being. And it just looked like my eyes were like little spermies or something, like honestly. And then I started doing my eyeliner with gel liner, because I realized you can like take a wand and you have way more control, and I just like the outcome a lot better than the liquid liner, because the liner that I used to use, it would just be so shiny and I always just wanted like a matte look, and I had no idea that gel existed, and then it did. So I would do the same winged liner but with this gel here, Maybelline Eye Studio. I've been using this since I was like 15, so 8 years now. Always going black is black, but the thing is yeah, the eyeliner kind of stayed the same. I just did it with an angle brush, and this, I would put this on my eyebrows. I need to wet this, it's actually so old. So obviously I don't use it anymore. It was just like strictly for my brows, and I stopped using it for my brows. So I started doing this before I plucked my brows. So just like, they would be pretty thick and they wouldn't be even. Keep in mind, this is my attempt to like look like other people and try and do my makeup as good as them. I never wore foundation though, where you'd like see the line here. I'd even like see girls do that in high school, and I'd be like, nah, that there's something wrong there. No, you know what? They weren't that thick. They weren't that thick. That's just ridiculous. And then I started plucking like crazy, so my eyebrows turned out to be like this. So my eyebrows have grown in since this crazy time, but I will try my best to mimic the look. I don't want to use concealer or anything like that, but I'll post in some photos. Always, like, I would always pinch the tops too, so that the arch would be super thin. Like, I would actually pinch my brows so that they would stay up, and the gel would hold them in place. Don't ask me why I did this, because I don't know. I thought it looked really good and really goth and punk or some shit, and even though they're really thin, I was happy that I got like that arch that everyone had, or like everyone wanted. But honestly, my eyebrows would look so much better if I just kept them naturally instead of like trying to be like other people, you know? I don't know how people thought I was attractive, honestly. I guess because I looked a little bit different, or like because of my personality, but they're probably just like, man, like what the hell's going on with this chick's eyebrows? Okay, that's the best I can do, I think, but this is like pretty much my brows. And then highlighter wasn't a thing when I was going to school, and if it was, I didn't pay attention and I didn't know it was a thing. I started trying out blush and like a lot of powder. So like I would powder my face a lot. I don't know why, I wanted to lighten up my skin, but my skin was pretty olive, so it was hard to lighten up with it actually looking like I'm trying too hard. Keep in mind too, like I didn't use translucent powder. That wasn't really a thing. Everyone just had that pressed powder. And I never used concealer to fix my eyeliner either. And the powder was never even. And then I would put on blush. So I would always steal my mom's orangey kind of blush. I don't have the one that she used to use here, but it's more like this kind of color. A little bit lighter though. A mixture between this and this. You know what? From the camera's point of view, it was this color. This was the exact brush my mom had. So, just get in here. Everyone said I was like too dark, so I needed some like light in my face, I guess. So I was like, you know what? Blush is perfect for that. And my mom would always suck in her cheeks, so that's why. Sorry, Mom, but like, you did your makeup so much better than I did, but you were what I like looked up to, so I'm going like here. I would wear my makeup like this even when I was like, okay, later in high school I stopped wearing as much makeup, and if anything I would just wear like this kind of eyeliner and these brows. I just kind of like let my skin do its thing, like I just kind of gave up on it. Yeah, my grad makeup looked really good and it's like I knew what to do for makeup, but in high school I just didn't care, like more was good for some reason. If I went out to like parties and stuff, or like my grad party or something, I'd wear my typical sweatpants, in my combat boots, the black t-shirt, and I'd have this kind of face. With like talcum powder, I believe, like if your face powder has talcum in it, when you have like flash photography, it really shows like where your powder is on your face. So every time I go to a party and then they would take my picture, I would just have like a white powdered donut face, and I'll throw in a picture right here. But this is the makeup I would wear, and it was pretty bad. I mean, I thought it looked really good, but it wasn't. The reason it wasn't until later that I actually started wearing color on my lips. I still stuck with like a color like this. Try to like keep the pink up in my face. Why are you looking at me like that? I was recording you peeing.
Why are you looking at me like that? Where's the other paper?
Can I hear it? Just to give the appearance, because this is actually pretty dry and the water isn't doing anything, and I don't have like oil or anything to put in it, but I'm just using black eyeliner so you can see how my eyebrows used to look. The way I would pluck too is I'd always make like a dip down here to bring my eyebrows down, and then make the dip in here to bring my eyebrows back up. I don't know why I did that. Even when I was like 19, I think, I went to a concert with my mom, and I started using like highlighter, and I would just have like a straight line here. My mom was like, you need to blend that out, it's just a line. I'm like, what? No? So I would just like drag it up, drag that up, on my nose, on my lips, on my brows, and up here, just because like that's where everyone puts it. This is like the most makeup I've like worn in high school. Okay. Yeah, it ain't good. But this is how I used to do my makeup, and I thought I looked pretty sweet. Or I would do this with my eyeliner. One thing I forgot was the black on the corners. So you just like blend it in, because you obviously messed up on your eyeliner, so having the shadow in there just kind of like hides some mistakes. And if you've seen my other video, I still kind of do that today. I did start trying winged liner, but I only did that when like I was hanging out with my girlfriend Jody. I wouldn't wear it to school or anything. I started out lining the top with a black pencil, and then like doing a line with eyeshadow. Sometimes I drag out the black way on the bottom. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but it's still pretty bad. Especially the eyebrows. The eyebrows really throw it off. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I feel like a lot of people my age can relate to some of the makeup techniques that I used to do. How I used to look when I was 13, 14, even like when I was 15 and 16. I look at girls that age now and they look like they're in their late 20s, and I still look like I'm 14 years old. Like, I see a lot of memes on Facebook going around about like how I used to look when I was 13 compared to 13-year-olds nowadays, and yeah, I don't know how they look that good. I look like a confused little boy or something. So I feel like some of you guys can relate to how I used to apply my makeup, and hopefully it wasn't as cringeworthy as it is for me to actually see myself looking like that again. So I have a video coming out every Monday. If you'd like to see more videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a good weekend. Chat soon. Bye.